McScratch here! So this is just a little vlog update on what's been going on lately. Obviously I haven't uploaded anything in a little while because I've been kind of busy with cats. So any of you that are following me on Facebook and some of my other social media, you kind of know what's been going on and what I've been up to, but for those of you that only follow me on here, I just kind of wanted to give a little update on all this stuff and kind of talk a little bit more about like what exactly has been going on. So a few years ago, I moved from Iowa down to Missouri, where my now husband, where he is from and where he lives at. When I moved, my original plan was to just move things a little at a time, and so that way I could like actually go through it and organize it and everything and put it away and be done with it. But it ended up not quite working out that way, and so I ended up moving pretty much all my stuff at once, and thus ensued like chaos. So over the last couple years now, I think it's been since I moved down here, we've been slowly working on going through my stuff, his stuff, and everything else that's around here and trying to organize it and get rid of some stuff that we don't want anymore and just in general try to make like our living space like not chaotic. We've been spending a lot of time on that here recently, especially because each year we do a big birthday weekend bash. And in that, like, we have like a whole weekend where we invite all of our friends and family to come down and spend time with us here at our house. And we do like meals and like tons of fun stuff, games, all kinds of things. And so that's kind of like our spring cleaning time each year is like, okay, we're gonna get everything done on our spring cleaning list right before that party so the house is like perfect. So because of that, it ends up like taking up all of our time just focusing on that, especially because we still have a lot of stuff to go through. And we've been working on like building storage stuff to like organize and sort that stuff, you know, as we're going through it, make it easier for us to actually go through it because we both had enough stuff for a household. And then so when you put it together, you get like twice as much stuff. So like we've been trying to like go through it together, like both his stuff and my stuff, so that we can go, oh, hey, we've got 13 spatulas. What are the ones that we want the most? Toss the rest. And by toss, I mean like donate it or, you know, unless they're trash. If we find stuff that's actually trash, we throw it away. Otherwise, we either donate it to either like a local thrift shop or to friends that can use it, which is very time consuming. Plus, during this time, we were also making space for two people that are moving in with us, our friend Katie and my best friend Patrick, who I absolutely adore and has like been one of my best friends for a long time. They were both moving in with us because they wanted to come to this area. They're both pretty much here now. So we were trying to make space for them and everything else and like put away some more of our stuff. Plus, if you notice, I'm not filming in my usual area, and that's because I'm in the new studio, which isn't completely finished yet because I've got some of the soundproofing foam to put on the walls. So if it's echoey, that is why I haven't done that yet. But I at least got it set up enough to actually start filming again and not have to like be tearing down the stuff like every single time that I, you know, get done with it at night because, you know, I was filming in the bedroom. So it's a lot more convenient now because I can just leave it setting up if I want to and just film as much as I want without having to like keep doing that every single time. I've got several new videos planned out. I'm starting to film again now. I wanted to get enough time in to get everything done in the house, all the spring cleaning stuff, before I started working on this again, so that way I could completely dedicate my attention to that, so when I came back to this, I could completely dedicate my attention to this. So I will be having a new vlog on the studio itself where you actually get to see the space that we're shooting in, how we've got it set up and everything, so be keeping an eye out for that. That should be coming up here in the next week. I'm also going to be having a video, it may be a part of that video and it may not, about some free stuff I got because I use some different phone applications that track like and monitor your phone usage as far as like your browsing and all that kind of stuff. And in turn, you get points that you can redeem for Amazon gift cards. And I may have had a bunch between John and I. So I'm going to be doing a video talking about the stuff that I got from that, also how those programs work and my thoughts on them because I've been using them for a couple of years now, and everything that kind of entails with that. So I don't know if that'll be with the studio vlog or if it'll be its own separate one. It may possibly be its own separate one. I don't know for sure yet. I haven't filmed it yet, so we'll see when I get that far. If you keep hearing my jangling bell in the background, that's because the cats are in here and they've got bells on their collars because, you know, they don't like being away from me. Do you, Ravage? She's just over there just chilling. She's so excited. I'm also going to have some videos coming up with some different sewing projects that I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever like shot any videos of me with my sewing stuff. I think I've done like a little bit of live streaming, but our internet's kind of crap right now, which that should be worked on here before too long. Once we get our internet going a little bit better, hopefully it'll work, because it involves antennas and stuff like that. So we'll see if John's able to get it to work. But once that gets fixed, then we'll actually start live streaming and doing a lot more stuff like that. The problem right now is that the internet is good enough for me to do stuff, but it's not good enough for me to stream. Like, it just cuts in and out the whole time, even when I use data. And it's just frustrating for me, because if I'm going to go through the effort of live streaming for people, I want them to actually be able to see it. Otherwise, I just rather do stuff like this where I film ahead of time and then edit it so that way it does look amazing for you guys. Because otherwise, why am I going through all the work of like improving my channel if the streaming is just absolute crap? So I've got a couple videos planned for sewing stuff. I am planning on putting together a video that shows kind of the process of making the wedding dress and the outcome of it, because some of you guys haven't seen what it looks like when it's lit up. The only thing I'm waiting on to finish that video pretty much is gathering up all of the pictures and video I've shot, you know, last year when I was doing it. Shoot some video of the dress actually lit up and on me, because I haven't actually gotten that kind of video footage yet. And then doing a video of me talking about the process and everything. So once I get all that finished up, then I'll start putting that video together. I don't know when exactly that video will get done, because it kind of just depends on when I have time to shoot, like the dress lit up. I don't really have a space that's big enough to be able to shoot that dress while it's lit up. I may possibly be able to shoot it up in Iowa and in my family's building, because the upstairs of it is big enough. So if I can remember to take my dress with me when I go back up to Iowa next to visit my family, I'll probably shoot it then. So hopefully I'll remember it. I'll try to make a note so that way I can actually get that video up, because I know there's a lot of people that have been asking me about that. And I know that it's something that I think a lot of you will enjoy. But that also kind of ties into one of my other upcoming videos, which will be a while before it actually comes out, because I'm just now getting started with making it. I'm going to be making a Phoenix inspired dress, like Phoenix as in like the Firebird, because my next hair color is going to be that kind of inspiration. Lots of reds, oranges, yellows, that kind of stuff. So I'm making a gown to go along with it, and I'm just got the fabric and I'll be starting to work on that here soon. And so I kind of want to document it. It's not necessarily going to be like every single, like, you know, like second of the dress being made. It's not going to be like a time lapse of the whole dress being made, because that would be almost impossible, because the last dress took over 500 hours for us to make it. You're not going to want to see that much footage of it being made. But I'm going to try to find a way of shooting it to where it's between pictures and video that it's really interesting and actually kind of shows the whole process of it. So I'm looking forward to actually shooting that. Hopefully I'll be able to like get it done in a few months, but I can't guarantee anything on that, because that's going to be a very big project to shoot that. I've also got like some small stuff, like I'm going to be making some little like frog toys that I found a pattern for in a magazine I just got that was like a sewing magazine. So I'll be showing that. That one should be coming up fairly fast, in the sense of like it'll be out in the next month or so, because that's a very small project, so it's not going to be as hard to shoot that one. Plus, I'm going to be shooting some new video game videos. So playthroughs of games, reviews, different tech stuff. So that'll all be coming up here soon. John and I are extremely excited about that. In some of those videos, you're also going to be seeing John, and there's going to be a lot more videos in general where you're going to be seeing John in them. And he's planning on shooting some videos of his own, although a lot of his stuff on his channel is like low-carb recipes and stuff like that. But I know that he's wanting to shoot some videos on his thoughts on one of his new toys he got. I'm not going to talk about it yet, because it's kind of, I guess we're kind of doing it as a surprise. But I know I'm going to be doing a review on it, but he'll probably be doing a review on it too. We may just do a review together. I don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes. I will be having a review on my camcorder that I've been using for the last several videos, my thoughts on it, kind of like, you know, information behind it and everything. Plus I'll also be reviewing some of the other stuff that I just got to upgrade the studio as well. So you'll be seeing some more tech stuff coming up on the channel. I'm still gonna have some of my makeup reviews. I'm still gonna be doing that stuff too. That pretty much, my goal is to have at least one video a week, but obviously I'll probably be shooting enough stuff to upload more than that. So goal is 1 to 3 videos a week. And I'm gonna try to stick with that. It should be a little bit easier, especially because I've got stuff like the makeup reviews and stuff that I've been shooting for a while now. That stuff I can get done fairly fast. It doesn't take very long to shoot it. It doesn't take a whole lot of researching to do that stuff, and it also is pretty quick to edit. Some of the stuff, like obviously like the sewing stuff, is going to be more of a longer process, so you probably won't see those videos quite as much. And then anything that's tech related, as far as like video game reviews or playthroughs, to a certain extent can be sort of fast, but also can be kind of time consuming because there's a lot more parts involved into filming that, because I'll have like a direct feed of the game itself. I'll be having video feed of me compiled into that as well. So like it's a lot easier for stuff to go wrong in that. And that's the reason why you haven't seen those videos for a while, is just because I haven't had things set up well enough. It's not even that it hasn't been set up well enough. I just haven't had things set up to do that because of the fact that we've been in the process of cleaning up everything. And when we go to do the game stuff, most likely it'll probably be down in our living room where we'll be filming that at. And that space has been kind of like the staging spot of like a lot of, like several of the rooms down in the first floor are like staging spots when we're cleaning up stuff. Like that's the room that we take the stuff to and then we go through it. And so because of that, like it's only been in the last couple weeks that we've had to clean, and we had the birthday weekend, which that was very time consuming. So we just haven't had time to do it. Now that things have calmed down, we've got all the spaces done in the house that we were wanting to get finished for the most part. It's gonna be a lot easier to focus on those things and actually work on setting them up and have them just set up. So I'm really excited about that. I'm sad that it's taken this long to get to that point, but I'm also not surprised because our life has just been crazy in the last couple of years. Between me moving down here, us getting married, you know, all of that stuff. Not that I'm complaining, because I've been like so happy with where my life has gone, and I'm so happy with where it's going. I'm excited about everything that's going on, and I'm just like, I can't tell you how much fun it's been doing all this stuff. Talking about the birthday weekend, we will also have a vlog kind of showing what happened throughout the whole weekend and talking about it some. That one John will for sure be in because, well, it was a birthday party for both of us, so might as well have both of us on there. I know there's a lot of other stuff that we're wanting to film. Some random stuff that's kind of nerdy. Like we got a draw bot that we had gotten last year, and we've been wanting to shoot a video of us putting it together and doing stuff with it, and we just hadn't had time or the space to really focus on it. So you'll be seeing that here before too long. I think our goal is to shoot that within the next couple weeks. You'll probably also see a little bit more artsy, craftsy kind of stuff. Like obviously I talked about the sewing stuff, but I also plan on shooting some stuff that involves drawing and artwork and stuff like that. Some of these videos, like the artwork and even the sewing to a certain extent, those ones aren't going to be as consistent just because of the fact that my rule for myself when it comes to anything creative, like art in any form, sewing, artwork, whatever, is that I do it when I feel like doing it. I don't want to get to the point where I'm doing it just because I have to, because it would be very obvious to you guys on my videos if I wasn't into it. And that's the reason why I haven't really, I mean, I've made a few dresses and done a little bit of sewing since the wedding dress, but obviously I haven't been like hardcore doing it like day in, day out, because honestly, after I did the wedding dress, like that was a huge amount of work and I was exhausted from it. And I wasn't the only one that worked on it. John helped me on it too. I know I put in at least 450 hours into it just myself. The other 50 plus hours I know it was more than 450 hours that I put into it, but the other time was actually John helping me, my mom helping me, some of my friends helping me cut fabric. So like, yeah, it was intense to work on it. This new dress that I'm going to be doing, I don't think will be quite as bad as that, just because it's not quite as complicated. It just doesn't have as much fabric as the wedding dress did. It does have a lot of fabric. It is a wedding gown that I'm using, the pattern, the base pattern is. So I mean, it's still got a lot of fabric, but it's not quite as intense as the last one. But so, I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, you know, you'll see it when I'm into it. And then if I get like burnt out on it, you might not see those videos for a while. Now, granted, I'm hoping to actually like do like some kind of challenge type of videos when it comes to that stuff. Such as like having you guys challenge me to make something that's inspired by something. Whether it's like a dress that's inspired by fairies, or like in the case of this next dress, it's a dress inspired by the Phoenix. Now granted, that's John, that's actually kind of his challenge for me. Because some of the stuff that I do is him challenging me to do something out of the box. But even with drawing and stuff like that, like I plan on doing a lot more videos or just posting on Instagram or different stuff, like just showing me doing the artwork that I've been doing around that time and everything on some of those other mediums too. I don't know, like I want to show you guys like some of the other stuff I'm interested in. Those of you that are really close friends of mine or people that like I talk to on a regular basis, like you probably have seen like just how many hobbies I have. Like I do stained glass, which has been a while since I've done that because I haven't had a space set up for it. Watercolor, acrylic painting, pretty much any art medium. I haven't done oil painting, but John does that and he's wanting to teach me how to do that. He also does like the spray paint art, like the, you know, planets and stars and that kind of stuff. He does that stuff some, and like he was kind of teaching me how to do it a little bit. Obviously I sew. I'm into like a lot of different hobbies. So like you're probably gonna see quite a bit of that stuff because I don't know, I just want to share like the stuff that I'm interested in. That's the same reason why you're gonna be seeing like stuff that's really nerdy, like video games and tech reviews and us showing off interesting like stuff in our collection as far as video games and different kind of nerdy stuff. But then you're also going to see stuff like the makeup reviews and craft stuff, you know, because I don't know, maybe it's not that weird, but like, I don't know many people that are into that many different things like John and I are. So, like, I don't know, I just want to be able to showcase like who I am on this channel. So like I'm excited that like we're getting to the point that I can actually do all that stuff. Part of some of the stuff like with the drawing and like art stuff is we've been working on trying to figure out how we want to set up the camera and stuff to actually do like top-down shooting. And so like that's been taking a little bit of time figuring out exactly how we want to do it, where we want to shoot it at. You know, I want to use my drafting table for a lot of the art stuff because it's big enough and it's just white, and so I can actually lay out the stuff so you can see it, but I don't really have a good way of mounting the camera at the moment. So like, so that's some of the stuff that we're going to be working on, kind of working the kinks out of it and making it work better. You'll start seeing more of that stuff as we start figuring out how we're wanting to shoot that stuff. But yeah, so in general, it's just, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're trying to like get things together enough that I can start shooting a little bit more often. For sure, you'll at least be seeing at least one video a week, if not 3, depending on how fast I shoot some of the stuff and how fast I edit some of the stuff. My goal is to always have like enough stuff shot for like 2 weeks, like ahead of time. So that way, if something comes up, like I still have a decent amount of stuff already shot for you guys to be able to watch is the idea. Well, that's my goal, is to get back to that, because I actually was at that at one point. I had like several weeks worth of stuff shot and edited and done like ahead of time. And I was really happy about that. And then like, you know, with the birthday weekend and everything, like that kind of just went and I knew it was going to, and I was fine with that because I was like, you know what? Let me just focus on this stuff and get this stuff done, and then we'll be good. So anyways, I know that this one is a little bit longer video. I apologize. For any of you that stuck around and watched the whole thing, congratulations. I am proud of you for actually taking the time to do that. I know that sometimes it's a little much to be able to catch up on everything, but I also wanted to talk a little bit more in depth for any of you that wanted to know more. Like I said, there'll be a bunch of new stuff that we'll be shooting, and I'm so excited about it all, and I'm so excited to have like space set up better. Like there's still even more stuff that I need to do in here, obviously, but like this is just even having this space like ready at this point, enough that I can use it, is awesome. Like, I'm excited about that. That's gonna make it so much easier for me to work on stuff. So be sure to comment down below with what you're looking forward to seeing on the channel next. Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to see me film, or just something you're looking forward to? Make sure to subscribe to me on all my social media if you want to keep up with me on a day-to-day basis. I post a lot on there about just the stuff that's going on in my life, a little bit more in depth. So be sure to go and say hi to me. I'd love to talk to you guys. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye! Really? 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 You need to be Mama's lap? Oh. Oh, what's all that?